Hello everyone, Hyena here, but before you watch this video, snap a like, comment and subscribe. Wait, no, don't do that. I'm never going to understand how people speak that quickly. Like, my god, how do these people speak that quickly in their videos? I'm never going to understand. Well, anyway, yeah, so this is going to be like a rant on, Haram, or however the fuck you say his name. Haram King, the leader of ERAF. ERAF, yeah. The leader of ERAF. Yeah. Okay, so those who don't know, TRU and ERAF have recently unallied, and now that ERAF and TRU are enemies, and you're probably confused as to why, so let me explain. Haram, a complete retard, decided to declare TRU as an enemy because I wouldn't give him an SMG. Like, you know. Okay, so first off, he could have just got it from a toolbox or as a free model, but no. He came and asked me for an SMG, and I said, you could for a price, as a joke, because, you know, I was being sarcastic, because he could have got it from a toolbox. Anyway, he says, what do you mean, a price? And I say, and I see he's taking it pretty seriously, so I go on to say, to bring up the time when he refused to let me borrow ERAF technology, and then he gets all salty and pretty much declares TRU as an enemy. And I'm not even kidding. Like, my god. Yeah. Okay, let me read Haram's announcement. After I gave 3 assets to TRU, Hyena and me had an argument, and he isn't over it and now refusing to repay the favour as a friend. No full stops. So we will be rebuilding our army and declaring TRU as an enemy of a CDOC. More details to come soon. Okay, so he said he gave us a technology, yet he refused to give us the technology, and then goes on to say we owe him. So he's technically saying, oh no, you can't have our technology which you requested, however I want your technology, and if you don't give me your technology, I'm going to declare you as an enemy. I'm not even kidding. Like, that is so fucking retarded. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. Yeah. And then we go on to have a further discussion, and the discussion should be on your screen right now. Yeah, so he is seriously fucking retarded. And by the way, the argument he was referring to in the message, his announcement, was a political argument about Donald Trump. That has nothing. That has nothing to do with TRU and ERAF and SMGs, but yeah, he decided to say that I hadn't gotten over a political argument which we had a few weeks ago. How fucking stupid is that? Yeah. And of course I was over it a very long time ago, but yeah. And then he goes on to say that he's going to make ERAF bigger than TRU, he's going to kill us, and it's pretty funny, because, you know, he thinks ERAF can take down TRU, you know, with their 11 members and what, like 3 actives, you know. One of those being a TRU member, by the way, just pointing that out. So basically minus him 2 actives. it's all pretty funny. And you might be wondering, why did the alliance end? I'll tell you why. It ended because after the political argument, he brought it to Roblox, saying, okay, so we hadn't hosted and sorry, my microphone cut out. So as I was saying, we were discussing Donald Trump and our political opinions on him, and he got all toxic because he can't handle an opposing opinion to his. So he goes on and takes the entire thing to the Roblox clan role. Like, oh my god. Anyway, he then goes on with claiming that the chat is toxic, and his reasons for being toxic is because one of my high-ranking officers enforces the rules, and that I am taking the discussion about Trump to a whole new level, which I wasn't, of course. Like, all I was saying is about Trump locking up children and stuff, which he did do if you bothered to do your research. And then apparently, if I say what Donald Trump did, it makes me toxic. And then he goes on to write about how we haven't had an event for 2 weeks, which we do have a good reason for, since we had only just got FE guns after the FE update, the filtering enabled update, which you all should know. And if you don't know, then what the hell have you been doing these past few months? Anyway, he goes on to explain that, and we also had a TRU command issue at the time, which we were in the process of sorting out. So then I go on to counter his claims, you know, and then he goes and says he's given TRU 1 week, and it is no activity in TRU. ERAF will leave the alliance, basically. And at the time, ERAF had not hosted an event in weeks, and a lot of weeks, and had lost most of its active members. So his group was even more inactive than TRU at the time, and I wasn't having any of that, so I ended the alliance for him because I wasn't having any of it. And of course, he said he was making the TRU technology as a friend, not as a diplomat or a leader or anything like that. But then he goes on to say that it was under CDOC law, and that that was the new agreement, which it wasn't, because I never agreed to that. And yet he goes on to say that he's building it under CDOC law, blah blah blah. This was, of course, before he said we couldn't have the technology, because we had an agreement that he'd make it as a friend and I would not have to pay anything in return. A few weeks later, in a TRU high command meeting, he comes up and says he's building it under the laws of CDOC and we have to abide to CDOC rules. And of course I say we don't, that wasn't a part of the agreement, and it starts with other argument, which was completely stupid. But of course ERAF, being the retard he was, doesn't know what a fucking agreement is. And he goes on to say that, you know, stupid shit, and it's pretty funny. Okay, so apparently, okay, let me just scroll up and read it. The argument. Okay, so when we made the agreement, there was no mention of a RAF, and now he's saying that we are having to abide to CDOC laws, which technically puts ERAF No, it pretty much puts TRU under ERAF control, and I wasn't having any of it, and he was saying he's building to place under the laws of CDOC, and then I was saying, no, you're not, you're building it under plans approved by TRU, because, that was the original agreement. And then he tried to make us take the coalition status of CDOC and continued to try to enforce the laws of CDOC onto us for us to have the technology, which we of course never agreed to. And then of course that was the first political disagreement. You'll have to excuse my microphone. It is a pretty bad microphone, so it will stop at random. Anyway, so Haram has gone as low to as try and recruit some of my members, and I do have evidence that he has been trying to recruit some of my members, and it's kind of sad, like you'd have to go really low to want to recruit my members. He's tried to recruit my members, and is going on about how ERAF will easily beat TRU. So, if that's the case, why would he need to try and recruit my members? It's pretty hilarious, Yeah, it's a fucking joke, Haram doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and he sure as hell doesn't know what he's got himself into, And then, of course, I honestly don't understand his retarded fucking logic, but I'm not gonna question it. Anyway, yeah, Dog Killer, how he got someone to send him nudes, and that he then, when he sent him nudes for a high rank, and when he got nudes he then exiled that person. Well, Haram has claimed to have done this. He also has claimed to be asking people at the group recruiting plaza out on dates, and I do have screenshots of him saying this. So the leader of ERAF has technically seriously stated in the past that he is a online dater. Now, the people of ERAF are being led by an online dater who thinks it is cool to look like a nude beggar. He's trying to copy Doll here. He thinks it's gonna make him look cool if he claims he's a nude beggar, and I don't know for sure if he did this or not, but it's pretty disturbing that he, is a nude beggar and tried to buy girls and stuff, which he claimed he did. It's pretty stupid, and yeah, it's stupid, but now he probably didn't do this, but the fact that he thinks it's a cool to online date and shit is disgusting. So the people in ERAF need to be aware about the person who they work for, and he has done other dodgy shit which I could go on to tell you about and probably will. And the funny thing is, he was actually going to make a rap about a few Roblox leaders. Like, I'm not even kidding. He was going to make a diss track on Roblox clans, and I do have evidence. And oh my god, this is just sad to make a diss track on Roblox.com Roblox.com clan leaders, and I have evidence of him making this so-called diss track, and it is hilarious that somebody would make the time to have a diss track about a person on a fucking Lego game. Like, how fucking low could you get? This is like hits rock bottom, new level low. The people of ERAF have no idea what their leader is, and their leader, well, is an idiot, really. Oh, and I'm not going to forget to mention that we have some people in the ERAF chat sending us screenshots at all time, and we have evidence that Haram was planning to use aimbot in a raid against TRU. He's so hell bent on defeating TRU that he is going so low to hire people who have aimbot. You know, that's how bad ERAF is. You know, Haram felt the need to hire people with aimbot. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. He calls himself a clan leader, but you know, ERAF is a fucking joke. And you know, have you ever wondered how Haram got ERAF? You know, no, it's a long story, but let's just put it like this. He stole a group with thousands of members. It eventually got stolen back after a little drama war, and then he made a cheap copy with the exact same name, just slightly different, to that group. You know, so for everyone in his version of ERAF, I'm just going to let you know that you're in a little rip-off clan of a Vels ERAF. So yeah, if you're in ERAF, you should be aware of that, and you know, you should be aware of what your fucking leader is doing. You know, stealing members, thinking it's cool to be an online data on fucking Roblox, for crying out loud, a game for kids, to make diss tracks on clan leaders, to recruit enemy members, to get aimbot, to lie, to break contracts. You know, that's what your leader is. He's a fucking dickhead, and I could go on, but you know, I can't be bothered to complete this fucking video. There's a lot more I could mention, but is it really worth it? No, it isn't really. He can't do shit to TRU, you know, and he can't do shit to anyone else either. He's a scum. It is what he is. ERAF is scum, and anyone who works for Haram or is in Haram's ERAF, as long as they're in there, they will be considered a joke in the clan world, because that's what ERAF is and always will be. You know, I think I've said enough, but I just hope you're all working for, you know. Well, this is the end of the video because I can't be bothered to just speak anymore about Haram. I will make a part 2 to this if things continue the way they are, but you know, that's if I can muster up the time to race on Haram, you know. So yeah, see you in the next episode, I guess. Bye.